Welcome to Habit Awakening, a beautiful, gorgeous wellness center who will adjust you mentally, emotionally, and physically. Also, it will help you to manifest your finance, anything and everything you desire for. This place is a very beautiful place which is located in Corona Del Mar. So please book your appointment today.
A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Insights by Janita with Janita Francis. Live from insightsbyjanita.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Insights by Janita
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Insights by Janita Francis. I am the one and only, thank God my husband says. And today we are doing a collective reading. There is so much grooving and moving going on the planet at the moment. Even my lorikeet agrees with that. You'll hear the running commentary in the background. Hopefully he doesn't drop any naughty words. Isn't that right, Alan? Good boy. So, I think he gets his argumentative nature from his mum. All right, so we're going to do a collective reading because there's lots going on. People are thinking about new things. They're thinking about stuff they've never thought about before, never considered before. What's next? How are we going to embrace it? We're kind of just starting to relax in, and I'm really pleased to see that just people around the world are starting to empower themselves, and they're feeling less weakened and less helpless. And more in control and more empowered. And I was actually teaching a group this morning about empowerment, and it's come up a couple of times in recent days about what empowerment is and how you can say yes to things and how to say yes to yourself. You know, about learning a new course, learning a new career, or understanding yourself better. That's the first thing you need to do is say yes. And yes is your empowered self. YES, your empowered self. So every time you say yes to something that you want to do, every time you say yes and make a step towards understanding something better, or giving yourself a greater level of confidence, boosting your self-esteem, having a new experience, going into a new relationship, even though you might have been really, not so cool relationship in the past. Every time you say yes and make that step towards it, you are empowering yourself, your empowered self. So with that, I thought I've just been through a huge leveling up, a huge spiritual shift. If you've been listening to me for a little while now, you would have seen that I had bags under my eyes. I was not looking very glamorous. I'm pleased to report that the bags under my eyes are now gone. And I'm feeling a lot more better than what I was before, but I've come out the other side going, right, I'm ready to take life by the balls. What's next? What can I do next? So I will be releasing a podcast very soon, which I'm super excited about. I've got a little bit of a one that I'm doing by myself, but Trish Rock and I will be partnering up for a huge podcast series, and it's just going to cover so much information about how to take yourself from, crappy, mundane, Groundhog Day stuff into really enjoying your life and changing your perception and changing your reality and what that looks like and how to attain that and how to maintain that as well. A bit like a diet, isn't it? We start out the gate super strong, feeling pumped. We know we can do this. By lunchtime, we're angry and we're hungry. By dinner time that night, the diet's out the window. We're back to having whatever we want. So, and it's about maintaining that diet. It's about maintaining that lifestyle and that mindset. And it shouldn't be hard. It should be something that you are empowered and passionate and are pumped to be able to do that. But sometimes you just need someone to give you a few tools on how to maintain it and sustain it for long-term future and long-term benefits. So that's what our podcast will be all about. So when we release it, you will see it up on Facebook. You will see it everywhere we can possibly flash it. So keep an eye out for that. Let's get into this collective reading and see what's going on around us. We've got at the moment Venus. Venus is a retrograde in Gemini, so everything will come under scrutiny. Now, if you know a Gemini as a sun sign, or you are a Gemini, or you're Gemini dominant in your chart, you will know that you are very detail-oriented. You love researching stuff. You love understanding the finer workings of things. So when Venus is in retrograde in Gemini, you're actually going to look at relationships in particular. You're going to see how they're formed, what's going on for you, what you want to do, how you want to, you're going to start scrutinizing things, okay? So it's really, I'll just have a look at my notes here. So, we're trying to work out how things are going as far as self-worth is concerned, and our which is exactly what I've just been doing the last 10 days about my self-worth and unlocking that, what that looks like. So, and the retrograde period for us with Venus in Gemini will be about understanding self-worth, our self-value, what that looks like, where that pivot point is, and what makes it good for us, and where we need to learn some more. So, with that, we have a look at a collective reading, and we'll go and pull some cards for this. I think people are gaining momentum at the moment from a channeling point of view. People are gaining momentum. So people are going to go, okay, look, we've sat dormant for long enough. And if you can't see me on the screen at the moment, Spirit is letting us know that that is definitely what's going on, because they're flickering the lights, which is always nice for them to confirm it. And they're letting me know that people are starting to get antsy. They want changes. They want to move forward. What else is it? Uranus is coming out. Now, Uranus is a planet, of course. When I was much younger and starting to learn about astrology, I used to say Uranus and thought it was absolutely hilarious. I have grown somewhat small amounts since then. I still think it's hilarious, but I have gotten the habit of saying Uranus instead. This is about potential for sudden change, enlightenment, awakening, what this looks like for us, how it's going to look in the future. And this is exactly what just been channeled, exactly what people are going through. What next? What is next? What can we do next? What other energies can we look forward to? Because people are waking up. They're waking up to not just even conspiracy theories. They're waking up to the fact that, God, I hate my job. I hate my life right now. Why am I doing the same old shit? And they want more. And I love that, because I'm an advocate for the evolution of self. I want people to want more. I want people to say, this is not good enough. I want more in my life. All right, Mars, planet of ambition and drive. Perfect. Because the physical energy, the drive, the strength, the spirit behind this, let's get things done. Mars is obviously the red planet. So we want to move things in a action orientated. We want to step by to things. We want things to start moving. And the fact that Uranus is coming before this means a sudden change. So it's like you wake up on Tuesday, you go, oh, here we go, got to go to my job. And then Wednesday you wake up and like, stuff this. I want more. And that sudden change that Uranus energy brings in, and then Mars propels you forward. Mars keeps that going. Says, why should I put up with this? I don't need to put up with this. I want something more in my life. Let's see which areas of our lives this is going to affect mostly. The 10th house. Woohoo! Our careers. This is what I've been harping on about for weeks, ladies and gentlemen. I've been harping on about, if your job sucks balls, go and get another one. Now's the time. Rethink what you want to do. You don't have to go through the same old shit every single day. Your achievements and status in the world is coming under scrutiny. Venus in Gemini will create that. You will scrutinize things. The 10th house is your house of careers. How people see you in your career, your recognition, your worth from a commercial sense, commercial sense, industrial sense, the working life, how people view you and place a value on you. And because you're going through this Venus retrograde, you're also going to be starting to scrutinize your own self-worth. So if your boss thinks that you're worth 60 grand and you've spent 60 grand on your education and getting you where you are, and your application to your task is worth 120 grand, this is about you valuing yourself. It doesn't matter what value your boss puts on you. Go and get a boss that does see you for what you are worth. What else can we go on with here? your home and the roots of your being. So this is all about the fourth house for you. Where's that stability? Where do you get your stability from? You'll be thinking about, okay, if I change this career path, if I change my job, if I try to do something different, how will this affect my family life? A lot of us have got kids. We can't just chuck our job and go get something else. We've got to think about our mortgages and our partners and the pressure that these sorts of things put on our family. But that doesn't mean that that precludes us or stops us from putting logical, smart, low-risk steps in place so that we can better ourselves, so we can go and do the job that we really feel very passionate about. So you'll be weighing it up. How am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? The least impact on my family. That's really cool. It's happening though. So you can go kicking and screaming if you like, but the universe will force you to do things. I wanted to move out of a career that I had a long time ago because I had gone to the top of the tree in that particular field, and I really wanted to try. It was in disability and I loved it. I absolutely loved the community sector. It was just so humbling and grounding and just a beautiful sector to be in. And I worked predominantly with a high profile, a high percentage of my people were of a disability nature. So I really wanted to get into aged care. I wanted to also look at aged care, and the company I worked for would not give me this go. They just would not take me from my role because I was very, very good at my role. I had 160 people that reported to me. And they wouldn't let me go from there into aged care. So I actually had to go and find an employer that wanted to give me a go at aged care. So I had to do that, and I left that. I left that job that I really loved and a company that I enjoyed working for so I could go and further my skill base. It's not something that they wanted to give me in my current employer or who that employer was. And it was really sad because why can't I have these opportunities with this employer? But they didn't see it that way. So I had to go and get a new employer. I did that, worked very hard, got my knowledge base up, and then that employer decided that I did such a good job that I wasn't required anymore. And that for me was a extremely humbling experience because I actually was able to meet all of my deliverables within the time frame. But it was also very deflating as well because I actually was made redundant from my position because I did a good job. Kind of like getting punished for being really good at what you do, isn't it? So I didn't really recover from that very well. So I had to think about what else I wanted to do, and did I want to move back into manufacturing industries or service industries? What else did I want to do? I'm an operations manager. That's my forte. I'm a strategic planner. I go in, I teach people how to make businesses better. That's my whole muggles career. So I had to think about this in the least impacting way that I could possibly do it. And what I did was I actually just reworded my resume. I took all of the things out that were disability related, aged care related, and I turned them into business principle related words. So I didn't lie. I just used different terminology that the service industry would be able to relate to. And sometimes that's all you need to do. A lot of the time you've already got a lot of these skills that you need to be able to move into your next career, but you don't really think about it that way because you've always done retail. Yes, you've always done retail, but that doesn't mean that you can't be a team leader in customer service. You've got conflict resolution skills. You've got a whole bunch of skills. You're really good with customers. You're really good at talking, communicating with a whole bunch of people from a whole bunch of different backgrounds, a whole bunch of different cultural ideas, a whole bunch of different religious beliefs. You've done all that because you've been in retail. So a lot of it is a mindset shift that we need to do. So don't just discard it because you think it's too hard. Think outside the square. What else have we got going on here? Oh, we're looking for harmony. Spirit's really flickering my camera today. We're looking for Libran energy. Now, this is about harmony and balance, and this is exactly what we're doing. We're getting Uranus who wants to get us to move forward. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Mars is like, yeah, baby, let's do it. And then we've got the 10th house. I'm looking at my career. I'm looking at how this is going to affect my family. And then we get the Libra energy coming in. Now, Libra energy is about how can we do this without upsetting anybody? How can we make sure that everybody's needs are met and everything remains harmonious and balanced? And we don't want to upset anybody along the way. And that's these mindsets. And there's a lot of that mindset that is in, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've been in this mindset. But when we have that mindset, sometimes it creates an inactive. We don't move forward. We stay there because it just becomes too hard. We don't want to upset people that we love. We don't want to upset the people that we've worked with for 5 or 6 years or however long it's been. But the Virgo card comes in. Now, while I'm giggling, it's because the Virgo is very draconian. It's logical. I understand that there's going to come a point where you're just going to have to say, stuff it. I want to make these changes in my life, and I'm just going to have to go for it, and people are just going to have to suck it up. And that Virgo coming in over the top is a really beautiful energy, because it's about being able to, Virgo doesn't do anything to be bitchy or nasty. They do it because they love you. They do it because they see the good, they see the variables, they see the things, the outcomes, the big picture outcome. So the fact that there's a Virgo energy floating around at the moment says that, you know what, it's okay. Everything will be okay. It'll all pan out the way it's supposed to pan out. Relationships will still be harmonious. You'll still make changes. Think outside the square. Don't sit on things and be inactive or procrastinate, because it'll just, you won't do yourselves any favours. The whole world's going through a shakedown, mama. So use that energy to your advantage. All right, what else have we got going on here? I pulled out the Angel Oracle cards. And they're actually quite pretty cards, but I hate using cards because I am a midget, okay, like I'm really little, and I have really little hands, and they make cards for normal-sized people. So that's why I love the channel so much, because I got to put the card down and do it in 2 bundles half the time. Okay, divine guidance, come in. The search for meaning of life. No shit, Sherlock, this is exactly what we're talking about. Consider an alternative approach. Bingo! That's what we're doing. We're thinking about other things. We're thinking outside the box. How can we make this happen anyway? Surround yourself with wise teachers and friends. Look, every time I think, oh, okay, I want to do this, I'm not really sure how to do this, I flick it out to the universe and go, okay, universe, I need an expert in this. This is where I want to go next. Can you send me someone to teach me how to get there? And sometimes it is a situation that I find myself in. Sometimes it is an actual physical person that comes along that is an expert that just turned up out of nowhere. Sometimes it's an opportunity to witness something that you go, oh, I didn't think about it that way. Good example of this is recently I realized that a lot of my audience is auditory. They learn by listening. A friend of mine is in the same industry doing the same thing. A lot of her audience is visual. Now, we're attracting different audiences. A lot of our audiences cross over, but sometimes her message rings true to people that just don't get what I'm talking about, and sometimes my message rings through to people that just can't get what this particular person's message is all about. So there's a teacher for everybody, and it's about saying, universe, I don't know what to do next. This is where I'm thinking, send me someone that can help. Think about that. What else we got here? Making wishes. These are really, actually, they're very nice cards. Making wishes. Dreams become reality. So all those things that you've been thinking about and mulling over and trying to get into your life, you can actually make them happen. The next card that comes out is an 8, and it's all about something better is happening for you. Something better is in the pipeline. You're attracting it in. You're thinking about it. Most of the world has been in isolation. In one form or another, we have had a bucket load of time to think about shit. Now, some of us have chosen that time to pick up crafts that we never did before, or to study, or to just stop and breathe and relax, because we have chaotic jobs and we don't get to stop and breathe often enough. So whatever it is that you've been going through, this isolation has actually been an opportunity for us to reset. So you've got to look at the positives here. Important to have balance. what we're talking about before, making sure that we're understanding where our family and friends sit into this, and our families and friends sitting into this, and how that looks. If we do want to chase a new career, or we do want to change our lives, how that affect others that are directly around us. Our children and our husbands and our wives and people that are directly related to us. About claiming your personal power too. I just had someone stomp their foot down in my mind. So I get symbology and I get very clear things. And when I'm bringing in people, passed over relatives, they'll come in full human form, but they're translucent. I can see through them. But I'm getting someone who's putting their foot down and saying, "That's enough now. I've not been happy for a while. This is an opportunity for me to change it. This is an opportunity for me to think about what it is that I want to do in my life and make those changes and go towards those changes." You just keep getting positive new emotional experiences are coming in. There's better course of action available for you. There's everything is all change related, honestly. Out of a deck of 72 cards, I think we got pretty much every single change related transformation card that you could possibly poke a stick at from this deck. We got them. So now is the time, whatever it is that's holding you back, if it's fear, work out where that fear is. Work out if it's a legitimate fear or if it's a bullshit fear. And, there are such things as bullshit fears, and our bullshit fears are the things that our conscious mind, our ego, tells us that it's dangerous if we do this, because our conscious mind wants to keep us safe. So it tells us that things are dangerous when they're not really. So that is a bullshit fear. That's just a self-preservation bullshit fear. Another example of bullshit fears is when your parents tell you that if you eat chocolate donuts, all your teeth will fall out. So you go through your entire life only ever having one chocolate donut, not realizing that your teeth actually won't fall out from eating 2 chocolate donuts. It's an irrational fear. It's a bullshit fear. But a lot of people don't move on from that. Obviously, donuts was a pretty poor analogy. It's the best I could come up with. But it's about working out what is a real fear and where that fear came from, and if it's an irrational fear or it's a rational fear, if it's a legitimate thing, okay? So phobia is obviously irrational fears. So you can work through them, you can understand them. But if it's just something that you've been told and you've never questioned it, but it scares the pants off you, now's the time for you to research it and understand it and broaden your own perspective and your own knowledge so that you can make an informed decision on whether that fear is holding you somewhere for no good reason. A lot of the reasons why we can't move forward or we're incapable of moving forward is because there's that little part of us that tells us that we're not good enough. That's a fear. Or that we're too fat, too skinny, too short, too tall, too this, too that. And they're all bullshit fears because that's somebody's perception on us. That's a label that someone has placed on us that we have accepted into our lives as normal. And it's not normal. So something to consider and think about. We're almost out of isolation. I did predict 27 days, and the 27 days was up on the 10th of May. So we weren't too far out of that at all, that things were starting to change at a fast rate of knots. Still not quite there for some of the countries now, but there are a lot of questions being asked, which is fantastic because we are in the age of Aquarius. And if you know an Aquarian sun sign person or an Aquarian dominant person, you will know that they are the seekers of truth. They are the person you want to sit on a rooftop with at 3 a.m. in the morning and solving all of the world's problems, because they are so quirky and left of field that listening to them and being around Aquarian nature is just uplifting. They're the people that we want to move. They're the people, the age of Aquarius is all the questionings. Okay, why are we doing this? Why are we still doing it this way? We can't always do the same thing and expect a different outcome. Things need to change. And that's what's happening in the world right now. We've seen it. We've lived it. We're coming out the other side now. So there's still time for you to make changes. You are not a tree. If you don't like something, move. Yeah. You want to go play in the tree. Okay. So I will leave you with those thoughts for this week. If you are stuck or in fear and you're not sure how to move forward, reach out to me. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram and Twitter. I have a YouTube channel. I have a website. You can catch me in all those forums, and I will help you and provide you with the tools that you need to be able to move forward, to let go of fear. There's lots of things that you can do to understand yourself better. And people like me, psychic mediums and advocates and empowerment influencers, such as me, we can actually guide you along that path. We can give you that little bit to get you started. You can come back and talk to us. We can do mentoring programs, a whole bunch of stuff. You do not need to stay where you are if you are not happy. So my website is www.insightsbyjanita.com. Janita is like John, John, then I have an ITA on the end. So it's JOHNITA. My name is everywhere. If you Google me, you will find me for all the right reasons, of course. But if you're looking for someone that can provide you with a private intuitive reading, a channel reading that will let you know where your blocks are, get you started on the right direction of where you actually want to be instead of just putting up with the bullshit, then I'm definitely the person for the job. So I think I'm pretty much done for this week. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful night listening to A1R Psychic Radio. And of course, have a lovely week ahead, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye for now.
listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Psychic Paths with Suzanne Marie. Live from PsychicPaths.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio. Or one of our websites, AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Psychic Paths
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hi, welcome to A1R Psychic Radio. This is Suzanne Marie coming to you from central Minnesota, and I'm here to do some readings tonight. I would like to explain a little bit about my clairvoyance. I can see vision and auditory, I can hear, and I do past, present, and future. And I am a medium, but I'm a light trance medium, which means that an entity does not possess me or talk through me. It's more like they stand beside me and I relay the messages. And also, I can clearly see and hear. So any questions are not too much for me, unless sometimes the shades are down. And I will explain that. The way that I explain the shades going down is that when you ask a question, it doesn't necessarily mean you'll get an answer. Not if it's not your time. Everything is about the Creator's time, is my belief. So if you want to speak with someone on the other side who's passed, and I can't, it's usually because it's not your time. It's not the time for that happening or that experience. And so it's not my ability and it's not your question. It's just the timing. So I'm always sorry for that, but it's like anything else in life. What isn't your time isn't going to come until it is. So that's how I explain that. And also, I'm very much on Facebook. So if you'd like to visit with me on my Facebook page, it's at Psychic Paths on Facebook. And my website is www.psychicpaths.com. I am now taking sessions. I have next week free, so I'm looking forward to you connecting with me. Also, I had an email from Christina from Texas, and I have gotten from Spirit that you need more time than I could give you right now. So we will chat tomorrow. Just shoot me a message, and we will connect. I would appreciate helping you as much as I can. I can sense your pain. So, yes, and any questions you have, please send me an email, send me a message. I would love to hear from you, and I'm always open to questions. I will answer almost anything. So, yes, so welcome to the show tonight. I hope that I can get some callers in that I will enjoy me. Oh, we have Tori in Mount Vernon. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Suzanne. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Love your name.
Thank you.
What can I help you with tonight?
Okay, I guess my main, excuse me, two questions is dealing with in my love life and um about a move to another state that I'm going back and forth about.
Okay, we'll start with love first. How's that?
I'm
Give me a
sorry.
second. I'm going to start with love. So give me a second. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Good, okay. So there was a person in your life that you had a off and on or a uh very fiery kind of relationship. I I sense that this person isn't gone yet.
No.
That it's still in and out. Or
Mhm.
see. You kind of take a lot of stuff. You take a lot of drama. You got the patience of a saint, is what I'm getting.
I do.
Um, hang on. I don't see. I don't see that it's going to get any more calmer. I think that the relationship will always be in and out and maddening and frustrating, and then just really really peaceful. Um, but I do sense a commitment. I sense a stronger commitment, and that's probably by the end of the summer. There's um there's a youth inside of your partner, a youthful way of thinking of things, and it needs to be more of a mature now. That person needs to mature. Do I
Right.
make sense?
Definitely. Mhm.
Um, so I hope that you can help them do that because I do see the relationship getting closer and more of a commitment. I don't
Mhm.
think that you want to be paternal with this person.
You
So
don't think I want to be? I didn't hear you say it
paternal.
again. You don't think what?
I don't think you want to be a parent to this person.
No.
So be
Funny
very
you say
careful
that
with
because
that. Hello.
okay. Yeah, I'm here.
So I would suggest you kind of watch that you don't fall into the trap of being a parent to this person.
Okay.
It's very easy to do for us females to do that kind of parent, but it's a bad
I'm
habit in a
sure.
relationship. Um, yeah, so that's what I see as far as love.
I'm
Um,
sorry, I didn't hear you.
that's as far as I see with the love life. Um, now you're moving permanently, right? I
Yes,
see a
that's my
permanent move.
plan. Okay, that's my
I,
plan. So,
I see it happening. I know you're still iffy, but that I see you doing it. I see that a great majority of your mind is already made up.
it is.
You're taking everything in the kitchen sink. So that's what I'm seeing. Um, it should be okay. I see that you're very happy and you're successful. I know that there's a element to this move to be successful, and I do see you being a success.
What's
And
the? You said there's an element. What's the element?
yeah, the element is you being successful. It's kind of like you got many reasons for wanting to move, but one in the back of your head is you would like to be a success, a successful person. And I see that happening.
Definitely.
I see that it's for the long haul, and it will make you happy, and you will be successful. And I don't see you moving for a very long time. I don't see you hopping around. I don't see you running back. I do see you staying for quite a while where you move. I know it's frustrating. I'm picking up frustration right now, like when you think of a move. But when I see it happening, you're doing just great.
I guess it's not so much the frustration. I guess it's kind of the back and forth thing is because dealing with the love life thing. Because he'll say he'll be here and I'm leaving to go to another state, which I mean it's not a bad drive, but
Well,
that's where the back and
I think from what I get with the love thing, he will follow you. I have a feeling something stronger is going to happen. And when it does, when he comes and follows you, I want you to be a partner, equal person, and not be his parent. I have a feeling he's going to do you with a bigger commitment after this move, or when he realizes you're serious. Now,
sounds good.
that decision is in your ball court. When he does want a commitment, he wants to grow up, that's in your ball court, but I do see it happening. I do see a stronger commitment. He will be trying to mature and do the things he's supposed to be doing. That's what I see.
Okay, it all sounds great.
You don't sound too enthused. Let me let me go ahead and pull a card for you. Okay? I usually pull a card for confirmation to what I said. So let's see if the cards will confirm what I saw. Yes, personal power. That's the card you pulled. Everything is in your power. Things are going to happen and things will move along. So it looks good for you, Tori. It really does. Take a deep breath. It's going to be okay.
Okay.
You have a good night.
Thanks.
And thank you for letting me read for you tonight.
Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye. So commitments, yeah, they're very hard. I'm so glad that I have my cards tonight on confirmations. So we'll be able to get some confirming cards tonight with each reading. Roxanne in North Carolina. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you doing tonight?
No, I wish I could say I was doing good, but I'm not.
Something with your health?
No, it's actually my son. He got murdered last month. And I
Oh,
need to
no.
find out if he's got any messages or anything from me.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, he
Hang
was
on.
murdered on the field.
I'm so sorry for that. My,
Thank
my,
you.
my, yes, my condolences completely. No words
Thank
can
you.
say that. There's nothing to say when it's a son or a child.
Yeah.
Does he have sandy brown hair?
No, he had jet black hair.
I'm getting someone with a sandy brown hair. Do you know that person? Kind of
No, I don't. No, I don't know anybody like that.
Okay, I have him move away. Um,
No, my son was dark skinned because he was half Hispanic and had black hair.
so far, not being able to connect, but I'm going to try. It's not been a long time either, and sometimes when
No.
it's not a long time, it's unavailable because it takes some time to get used to the other side. Not that he's gonna,
Yeah.
he's working, but it just seems spirit takes time.
Yeah.
And but I'm looking. You have relatives on the other side, but I'm not getting your son.
Yeah, I know my brother and my mom is up there on the other side. My brother
Your
died whenever
son,
he was 18.
and he doesn't have sandy brown hair. I wonder if he's fooling me. Cause yeah, he came right away.
Yeah, he had light brown hair.
Okay, he came running to you. But I'm not getting your son. I'm sorry. If you call back or get a hold of me on my Facebook, I can try doing this later, like maybe in a month.
Yeah.
But I want you to know absolutely that being on the other side is complete and utter joy. Everything in this worldly dimension is so sad and so dark and so worrisome. But as soon as people pass over and go to the other realm, there is just complete joy. You feel complete love. Um, it's just amazing. It's an amazing feeling. I've passed
Yeah.
away, and this is just a dark reality that we have to get to in order to go home. So,
Yeah.
I want you to know that he's okay. I haven't met him yet, but I know darn well that he's okay, and he is adjusting to what has happened, just
Yeah.
as you are. But he's happier. He's probably crying for you. Um, but everything around him is like a billion times brighter and more loving. Okay,
Yeah.
if you
I
can,
go ahead.
yes. I was talking to your brother. He just seems like a really nice guy.
Oh, he was. He was really nice. He was a good man. He was in the Navy and everything, and I was pregnant with my son whenever he passed away. The one that my son that just got killed, and he was real. I mean, he was a really good man.
He's around you most of the time, and he's around you now as you're grieving for your son. And he's with your son, but your son isn't stepping forward. Um,
Yeah.
Your brother says you were the greatest sister he could have wanted. And he's telling me there might be one more sister, but you were the greatest. Were you too close?
Yeah, we was. Actually, he's got 3 more sisters, but me and him was really close.
That's what he's saying. Because I was like, favorite? You got a favorite? He's doing good. Yeah, he wants you to know that everything is okay, and in time I'll be able to, or another reader will be able to connect with you.
Yeah.
I'm just so sorry. It's going to take a great amount of time for even a little healing to be done. So I'm just so sad.
I fly right after my son's viewing, which was on the 16th, I think it was. I can't remember. But do you see that DUI would get dismissed?
No, I get no.
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Now I can. What was your question again?
I got a DUI right after my son's viewing, after he got killed. And I was wondering, I've got to go to court July the 21st, if it'll get dismissed because of my son's death. It was for taking too many Xanaxes.
And you're going to go into court? Because if it's a lady judge, it will be dismissed.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the court.
You'll get dismissed.
Thank God. I've been worried about that too, because I've been told I'd be going to jail and losing my license and everything. And I was just,
I think you need to take the time to heal. It's going to be hard, but you can't run from it. There's no escape. Even drinking or other things. The escape is not long enough. The reality is the loss. So I want you to be able to get the comfort from other people, and I want you to know that he's okay, your brother's okay, and you are loved. You are loved on the other side.
Well, thank you. I just miss him so much.
I know. I'm so sorry. I can't reach him at this point.
Yeah.
But please do call.
On his murder, can you tell me if it was premeditated or was he meant to be shot or was it? I mean,
it seems like an accident. It seems to me that the perpetrators were looking for someone else that didn't have anything to do with your son. Nothing. I don't even think they knew your son.
Yeah, they knew my son. They knew my son because they was over there throwing rocks at my son's trailer, getting him outside. And the boy that shot him, he went around the front trailer and shot my son.
But they didn't know each other like on a personal level, is what I'm getting.
Not
in the same circle. Is that person caught now?
Huh?
Is the perpetrator caught?
Yeah, one of them is. The other one's still running free. He got on a $5,000 bond, and he knew my son because he dated my niece.
Yeah, that's going to be a couple weeks before he's caught. He's run out of state. from where you are. But his family knows where he is. They're playing silly, but I think that his family knows where his whereabouts are, or will soon.
Huh. I'm wondering if that's why he ain't been at work or anything, or at his trailer, because he lived behind my son, and his mother-in-law lived in front of my son.
Did your son have a car that he was in love with?
A car?
Yes.
No, he had a motorcycle he was in love with.
Okay. Yeah, I think that in a little while later I'll be able to connect with him.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry for tonight, really I am. So
Oh
please,
no, that's fine.
or
Oh, I will.
contact me on my Facebook page. All right.
Alrighty. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.
You have a good night.
You too.
Take care. All right, everybody. Another night of readings. I really, really enjoyed meeting all of you and that called in. And I will see you next week. Bye.
A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for New York City Celebrity Psychic with Perry Lyons. Perry Lyons. Live from PerryLyonsBrilliance.wixsite.com/Perry Lyons.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is New York City Celebrity
On
Psychic.
A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, cherished Brooklyn. How are you today? I'm so glad you're here. So before we do the psychic tarot weather for the week, by the way, if you can't hear me, we're having a little technical difficulty. Who knows why? So I will project. Anyway, so a lot of people are feeling, how can I put this? A little confined lately. Don't know why. And I was thinking about an exercise I used to do with a teacher of mine, because in order to do this kind of job, you have to serve a long apprenticeship and study with people and all of that. One exercise he used to use with me when I was feeling like there were no possibilities, I couldn't find a solution to something, there were no opportunities, stuff like that. Here's a little suggestion. What he would do is he would say, imagine you're lying in a field and you're looking up. It's nighttime. That part is important. Being alone is important too, because lying in a field at nighttime when you're not alone can be distracting. So he said, look up at the stars and see how many stars you see, and just connect with them, with your heart and your soul and your mind. And he said, I'm going to ask you to sort of suspend disbelief for a minute. So you're looking up into the universe, and you can see stars and planets and nebula and things like those. He said, so that's an infinity. But here's the thing. Behind that or next to it is another infinity, which doesn't make sense from a physics point of view. This is where metaphysics comes in. And imagine that you're aware of that infinite galaxy, infinite universe as well. And then, that's not all. Next to that or beside it, or I'm not quite sure how dimensions work, or I don't know how to put it in words. There's another infinity. And he said, what I'd like you to imagine for a minute is that all of those stars were created by science or by something big or by who knows. And you were created. You're here and they're here. And imagine for a moment as you relax, and imagine looking up into this infinity of infinity. That because all of those stars and planets and comets, they were all created, that we're all one. And that imagine even more for a moment that each of those galactic beings knows who you are in some way. And because the universe is held together by love and math, there's this beautiful cosmic order to everything. The planets are in their orbits. Everything happens as it should be. If you've ever heard recordings of like the sun, or there's an amazing celestial harmony. Like he said, imagine for a moment that all of those stars and planets, and they all know who you are and they love you because we were all created. So we're all part of the same thing. So he said, now feel as you feel that love and that recognition of you. Feel the infinite possibilities, infinite solutions to problems that you maybe can't see solutions to, infinite friendships that are waiting for you, opportunities, um, just fantastic things beyond our ability to even imagine. That because you're part of creation, that this is part of you, and you are in your own way one with all of this, and infinitely more powerful um, than you can imagine. Your spirit and who you are is utterly unique, utterly necessary, and all of the stuff that we tend to worry about, there are infinite solutions. All we have to do is take a moment and get quiet and breathe and act. I find that if I ask for what I want, because I've worked so hard on learning to listen and receive, sometimes I'll get an answer immediately. Sometimes the answer will be shown to me over the next couple of days. So I'm going to ask you to do this exercise when you can. It's just lying on your back in a field, or if you can't do that, just lying on your couch and imagining that all of these infinities, all of these stars know who you are and are on your side. Having said that, okay, thank you for listening. Now we're going to do the tarot psychic weather for the week. I'm going to draw 3 cards at random. They're in some sort of New Yorker bag, which they gave me after the New Yorker did a piece on me. So I'm going to pull 3 cards, and then I'm going to get to Amanda. Amanda, can you wait 1 second? I'll be right with you. So, tarot reading for this week. Draw 3 cards. First card is the Magician, which is exactly what I was talking about before. The Magician card. Yep. The Magician card is creating. I'm going to do it this way. The Magician card is part of the magician who's reaching into the infinite, taking ideas and concepts and wishes and dreams and turning them into reality, into beauty, into things that are real. So that corresponds with what we're just talking about. So that is what is available to you. Much more powerful than you think. The second card, which I really like, I don't know, maybe this has to do with stimulus checks, but the second card is the beginning of a new cycle. You get an ace. Aces in tarot, as in poker, are always good. It's a whole new beginning, a step up, and this has to do with money, possessions, earthly things. You see how, like, a hand is coming out of a cloud, and it's bringing coins, and it's bringing things to do with earthly comfort. So the money will be there. It's going to the last card, and I'm just picking these at random. Has, sorry, I always do this. Has to do with we're juggling 2 realities right now. We're juggling our old normal reality, the new reality that's coming into play, and we're juggling who we were and who we're turning into, which I think is very encouraging. It's not going to be an easy ride back into regular life. And we all have to keep wearing masks and being careful, but we are going to be able to make that Hi, guys. Well, sorry we had a little technical difficulty there, so which seems to be the theme of the show today. So I'm just going to be holding this for a minute, and I was hoping that Amanda in Florida is still with us. I'm not in
I am.
way. Oh, you angel, you. Okay, so how can I help you in the last couple minutes we have? It would make me very happy. 4 minutes.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can totally hear you. Everything's good.
Okay. So I am actually currently having a relationship issue.
From what
Is that
relationship?
something? Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, you are. Hold on.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
I am.
Yeah. Tell me your birthday.
It's 8/22/91.
Oh, you're just on the cusp between Leo and Virgo. Oh dear.
You're seeing something with Leo and Virgo?
What's that?
You said you're seeing something with Leo and Virgo?
No, I just said well, here's what I get. This feels like somebody that you trusted and somebody it feels like he vanished or something, or you don't. I mean, normally in breakups, you can kind of either you saw it coming or you understood, but this feels like he just suddenly went click and or she or a llama, whatever your preference is. Is that correct?
Yeah. He just kind of went distant and just wasn't present. He's just not the same.
Okay, hold on.
So he did leave.
And where has he been during quarantine?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Where has he been in quarantine?
He's been half of it. It was with me. The other half was he's at his mom.
There's something that he's ashamed to tell you. And by the way, if we don't get time to finish this, go to my Facebook page, Perry Lyons, P-E-R-I, and I will give you 15 minutes of a free reading. Now, he might have, what I'm a little worried about is he might have reconnected with an ex. If he's done that, it's a fantasy, because if he did it in social media, who she is not who she's representing. So that'll be over, but he'll feel really guilty. I think he's distracted either by flirting with somebody else. I'm sorry to say that, but if he does, forget it. It means nothing. The only other thing I can think of is that he might be distracted. Did he have any kind of substance abuse problem in the past?
No, he hasn't. I'm actually talking to, I heard you say Virgo. I'm actually talking to a guy who is a Virgo right now, and he does. So I don't know if that could be what that is.
No, I think he feels guilty because he's been kind of having a flirty thing with somebody else. Hasn't seen her in person or him or whatever. This is temporary. This too will pass, as the wise men once said. And what I would do is not reproach him with it. I'm not saying don't give him consequences. You can say, hey, that hurt my feelings. I missed you. But he'll come back of his own accord, probably in about 2 weeks and 2 days. And you can, but you want to take into account in your further relationship, is this the kind of behavior you want in somebody?
listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Gemma's Spirit World with Gemma. Live from GemmaSpiritWorld.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
askoneradio.com or moonstruck.tv.
This is Gemma's Spirit World
On A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Good evening, everybody. I am Gemma, your host tonight. How are we all doing? My goodness. That quickly, we're nearly at the end of May. June is just around the corner and things seem to be traveling for me really. Every day seems to get quicker for me, but I feel like at the moment we're heading in the right directions. I wake up every morning. I like to, I have a ritual in the morning. I have a ritual in the morning. I enjoy meditating, and I know that if I don't start my day without meditating, I just feel a little bit all out of whack. So I've had, a little bit of time to reflect on this month and how quickly it has gone. And for me and a lot of people that I've had a lot of readings the last week with clients, it seems that, doors are closing and new doors are opening for people. New opportunities are coming people's way. I know that things just don't happen for no reason, and they happen to teach us something. And it's something that's really brought my attention this week is that I seem like I'm forever learning a lot of lessons about life and with the people that are in my life, and the things that I do, and if lessons that I haven't learned and lessons that I keep on relearning. And as much as I enjoy them, they're quite challenging, and I just know that, there's always things put in our way, whether, they're obstacles for us to overcome or to challenge us to really find, out who we really are as a person. And I've just noticed that, we have lots of things have been in front of us, and generally when I find an obstacle in front of myself, there's always, it makes me think that, that it's there for a reason, and what is life trying to show me? What lessons am I yet to learn? And I know that the lessons that I do learn, or if there's something that's in front of me, it steers me on a different direction. And I find that, these directions it just steers me on the right path. So I've had just lots of little, revelations. I've been reflecting lots just where I am in my life. I'm at a point where, yes, I'm doing readings, but I think I want to do more. And I think it's just at the moment, given with the COVID-19, it's just made me realize that I have a lot to give, and we all do. It's just don't limit yourself to what you think you have. Just know that you have more, and that just means that we set goals for ourselves, and we focus on what we really want, and we really put it out there. Really believe in yourself that you can do anything and be anyone. And it's like you just need to put in the hard work, and it just doesn't happen just for the sake of it happening. You really have to put in the hard work to be who and where you want to be in life. And like I said, if when one door shuts, there's always another door waiting to be opened. So be open to challenging yourself, to moving forward. Be open to challenges that come your way. Be open, embracing change. And generally, whether it's change that's been good or bad, it generally points us, helps point us on the right direction on our life path and where we're meant to go. So yes, things happen for a reason, and just know it's for the best. And things may not seem like it's for the best for the time being, but it just really just makes us realize, more about ourselves and the people around us, and don't give up. So that's my biggest, just don't give up. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to, to where you are in your life. Accept yourself. It's just, I have so much. It's like I've got so much going on in my mind at the moment, and voice it out, share it with people, and you'd be amazed at the support that's out there, whether it's people you know or don't know. Don't be quiet, reach out, make noise. So that's my message for the week. So we're going to get to, put my message box down here. We're going to connect to Annette in Michigan, USA. Hello, Annette. How are you tonight?
Hi. I'm fine. I was looking for a medium reading.
Yes. Okay, so at the moment, I'm just tuning into your energy. I have around me at the moment, I have a female energy around me, an older lady. And it's interesting with this older lady, she's really drawing my attention to her hairstyle. I don't know, it just seems to be that she was one to really look after herself. She's got I just wanted to describe the person I have a little bit in front of me, just to see if you resonate with her at the moment. And she has her hair, it's like light, I don't know if it's like strawberry blonde or caramel. It's like a light color. And she has it done up. But what she's showing me is that she comes across like a mother figure, but I'm going to say grandma. Is this resonating with you at the moment?
I'm not really, I don't really know of anybody like that, but I think he was my soulmate. He tragically died October 19th of last year. And I was wondering if he was around me at all. I used to pick up on some messages that he would give me. But lately it's been pretty quiet, and it's sad because I looked forward to his messages, and I wondered if he was still around me and if we would reunite when I pass.
My condolence to your soulmate for passing.
Thank you.
Okay. Just a question regarding, I keep seeing a motorcycle biker. Was he into riding bikes at all?
Was he what?
Was he into riding bikes or motorcycles at all? Because I have a motorcycle around me. Was it a motorcycle? Okay.
He rode his bike a lot. He liked to walk. That's how he died. Yes, because he was walking.
Yeah, because as you're talking, I keep seeing the motorcycle around me. So he's definitely very close. He's definitely always around you. Hence, just how close with what he's showing me. He has a bunch of flowers in his hand. Was it around a special time? Obviously, in his passing, was there a celebration or a birthday around that time as well?
Well, 2 weeks later would have been his birthday, and he was coming from the Social Security office with an award letter on him, and he was about to be financially free from all the years of struggling.
Yeah, definitely. It was, I can see that he's here right now. He's got like flowers, and it's like, and do you also, thank you for confirming that. Do you also take flowers down to his burial site? Do you take, because he's giving me flowers, so he's here right now, and yes, you confirmed that his birthday wasn't like 2 weeks from his accident. He's showing me flowers, like he wants to give flowers to you, and he's letting me know it's something that you do for him, because I know that you think of him every day, but do you go down to where he was buried at his burial site with flowers? You visit there a lot. There's flowers around.
he was cremated, and his family was very estranged from him. So they got everything because he didn't have a will, even though they were estranged from him for many, many years. And they're pretty tight-lipped about his ashes and where they are. But I was invited to. It was kind of like a memorial. It was a get-together, and I was the only one that brought a big bouquet of flowers for him.
Okay, so that makes sense to me why he's giving me flowers as well. He's letting me know that, he was there obviously, but he thanks you, he's got a big heart. His heart for you, what he's saying to me is that it never, it's his love for you is strong, even though he's not here on earth. He keeps letting me know that what he's saying is that to keep your head up high, and to keep following your dreams, and don't, you had, at the time, were you actually graduating from something around that time with study?
I had received my bachelor's degree about a year and a half before that happened, and I know he was very proud of the fact that I took my education seriously.
Yes.
And so he was very proud of me for that.
Definitely. And that's what he's mentioning is that, keep continuing on with your dreams, with your study, to keep on following them, because he's going to be there every step of the way, guiding, supporting you. Also, what he's also showing me as well, is there a place around your house that you go and sit outside in the sun, like a swing, a love swing or something that you did together? I'm drawn to this swing. He's showing me this swing that's in the sun.
Well, I recently moved, but I do hang out outside where my pool is, and I sit in a chair.
Yes. See, and he's letting me know that he joined you. You're in deep thought of him, even at those stages in the quiet times. He's always around you. So just know that his strength and love and support is strong every day. And he really wants you to just follow your dreams. Don't give up. Keep following in the footsteps of what you wanted to do and where you want to be in life. You will be together, and it's like I don't see, like I see you together, but not yet. Your time isn't yet to pass, but just keep on following your dreams. He's also showing me something about a ring. Is there a ring that he had the ring, or something that he had of a possession of his that is yours now? Was it a ring? He keeps showing me this ring.
He bought me a ring earlier in our relationship and asked me to marry him.
Yeah, okay.
So that probably is it.
Yeah, okay. So that's okay. Because he keeps showing me on the thing. And do you, what he's letting me know is that it's a ring that you still wear?
I used to wear it, yeah.
Yeah. He's noting that as well. He's also letting me know that, because he's here in front of me, and what he's showing me is that he's always, if you feel a present behind you, he's always putting his arms around you. He's giving you hugs all the time. He's always close by. And there's something about the clock in your house as well. It makes a funny sound. Do you have issues with a clock in your house?
With a what?
A clock in your house. Do you have any issues with the clock in your house at the moment?
Clock.
Yes.
A clock in my hair?
Yeah, a clock on the wall in your house, or there's a clock in your house. Is there issues with the clock?
Yeah. I have a lot of let's see. I don't have like a clock, but I have a lot of like time from like the oven or the stove.
Yep. Okay, so can you just mention that again about the time? Did you mention something about time in your house?
Yeah, I just have I don't have a clock right now, but I've got, because he did have a watch that I've got possession of now. Maybe that's what it is.
Okay, maybe that's what it is, because he's trying to mention something about the clock, something to do with time. Yes, and there's also a bucket list of things that you want to do in your life that you haven't done. What he's showing me is a clipboard, and it's like a list of things that you're ticking off and you're yet to tick off. But yeah, he's letting you know to keep on ticking the things off your bucket wish list that you've always wanted to do. Be brave, be strong, and you always have his love and support around you. And he's cheering from you on the sideline as well.
Okay. I'm glad that he's still with me.
Yes, definitely. He's very strong. His energy around you, he's very strong. He's also letting me know one more thing, to pay attention to your dreams as well. Yes, he says that's really important for you. And when you wake up around, do you wake up around 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30, 3:34?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, because that's the time that he's letting you know that he comes and visits.
Wow.
Yeah, so I try to
pay attention to the dreams that I have. And then I remember some of them, and then others I can't remember them, much as I try.
Yeah, definitely. And it's amazing what our dreams, the messages that are in our dreams that, and because you're very intuitive and very aware of this happening around you, there's messages in there for you. Especially take note of how you're feeling at the time after the dreams, and also just to let you know that's another way of his way showing, that's another way of him showing his way of communicating with you. But he's always around you and always protecting you, so he's like your guardian angel.
Wow. Okay. Now he was going to be getting a lot of money from a lawsuit that he was in the middle of. And it was ironic because he died tragically from the same type of scenario it killed him the second time, but it didn't the first. And it was a traffic accident when he was walking. So he was waiting for a really nice size lump sum. And that all it's still in litigation, but it's all going to his siblings because he did not have a will. And I know that he would have wanted me to be taken care of, but obviously, these guys are avoiding me like the plague, not like I'm bothering him or anything, but I sent a message to his brother about, after the 6 months of his death, and no word back. He just, and when it first happened, I was the one that had to tell his brother so he could tell the rest of his siblings, because I was listed as next of kin. So the police told me about it, and otherwise the siblings wouldn't have known. And so the first thing that his brother said was, I'm going to make sure that you're going to be taken care of, because he knew about this lawsuit. So he changed his mind, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. I just feel like that September is going to be an important month in hearing more information. Keep hearing September, so just feels like there's a message that's going to be delivered, or some kind of confirmation, more confirmation around September. There's some form of communication, whether it's from his side or I've got something coming in around September. But yes, Annette, I really have to end our session, and it was lovely to connect with you, but know that your soulmate is your beautiful guardian angel and is always looking out for you.
Oh, thank you. That makes me feel better. Okay, have a great day.
You too. Take care. Okay, we have Carrie from Dakota, South Dakota. Hello, Carrie. Carrie.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Very well, thank you. How can I help you tonight?
Well, there's a lot of things. I mean, I lost my job last week, and I'm single on my own. Just kind of wondering what's in store. I mean, I don't know if I need to look at moving or what I need to do to make it through this.
Yep. Okay. What I'm seeing, so you lost your job last week. I'm sorry about that. What I have coming through for you is telecommunication. There's obviously you've been making a lot of phone calls. I keep seeing lots of phone calls around you, lots of incoming calls and outgoing calls. What I'm also seeing for you around your work area, I keep seeing, okay, it's interesting because there's lots of panic around. I've got the energy. There's lots of panic around you as well. Just to take a deep breath, it feels like, okay, so wait up, not for you. I'm just trying to get my bearings just around your energy for a little bit. Just 1 second. Wait up. Did you actually have 2 jobs? Was there a job on the side that you actually did as well that may not have been big, like, had there been 2 jobs that you were doing? Because I have you, the reason why I asked that is because I keep seeing you going one way for a job and then another way as well. So had there been another job, or even an older job that, okay, so your current job, but had there been 2 jobs? I've got two jobs coming through at the moment around you. So the current one that you've just lost, as well as another one on the side. Were you doing another job on the side?
I only had one job, but I had been at a job that was a horrible job for a year, and I was looking for something else for 7 months, and I was only there about 4 months, and I lost my job due to COVID.
Okay. I was just wondering where the second one was coming from. Okay, and then the recent one that you lost, that was your current job. Is that correct, or is that the one we're still talking about?
So, it was my primary job. I don't have a second job. They never overlapped.
Okay. I just kept seeing like a Y shape in front of you, and it was just making me wonder which direction you were going. What I keep seeing around you, and did you actually work in a big building? Because I keep seeing lots of levels, lots of a leveled building, quite a big building. Did you work in a multi-story building?
No, I worked in a single story, both of them.
Okay, so I actually have a multi-story building around you. And on the level, it's interesting because I keep seeing lots of computers around you, like this receptionist area, but there seems to be lots of telecommunication. Does this resonate in any way with telecommunication, lots of computers, lots of technology around you, but being situated in the middle of something with lots of incoming, lots of communication around you I have at the moment?
My last job, I was the HR manager for cell phone tower company. And I was there 4 months.
Okay, so that's why I keep seeing lots of telecommunication around you.
But I was HR, so I mean that wasn't necessarily tied to just that industry. I can do HR, any industry.
Yeah. Okay. It's interesting because I keep saying rolling the dice. So there's lots of other opportunities out there for you, but it's really, you were really good at what you did, and it's what I keep hearing is don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt what you already know and what you have to offer to give to others. I also see you giving your resume out to, but it feels like because I've got women, I've got lady energy, I've got female energy around you, a lady energy. I also see that you're giving your resume to her, but I just keep seeing lots of companies around her too, this is really, I'm just trying to explain what I'm seeing at the moment. I just seem to be all over the place. I keep seeing water around you as well. So the location of where you're working, was there water around you as well?
No, not right now.
Water? Okay. Okay.
I mean,
Um.
I personally love water energy, but no, I don't. I'm not by water.
Okay. Okay. Because what I'm seeing around for you for work is that July is going to be an important month for you. I also keep seeing the number 5, which lets me know that there's, obviously the energy around 5 is around being independent and moving forward. The movement that always it feels like there's not lots of traveling, but there seems to be a bit of travel to get to work to where you're going to go. I also keep seeing that your boss, a female boss, is what I'm getting because she's very quite. Um, she's got a lot of strength, like a lot of power, so she's high up. What I'm also seeing around you, I keep seeing lots of deliveries. So what I'm seeing for you is that yes, you're jobless at the moment, but it's not going to be for too long. I also keep seeing you driving back and forth. Do you actually own a blue car, by the way? Because I keep seeing blue around you.
Keep seeing what?
A blue car. Do you have a blue car around you?
No, I have a white car.
Okay. So I keep seeing blue, and blue color around blue is around communication and it just just keep communicating, keep putting the word out there because I don't see you being jobless for too long. I apologize, Carrie. I only have 90 seconds, but I wish you all the very best with your job hunting. I know that it won't be far away. July is by July you will have another job, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'd just like to thank everyone for tuning in to A1R Psychic Radio. I would love everyone to follow me on my Facebook page, Gemma Spirit World. Thank you. Have a great week.
Listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
Time for Persian Medium I Am Power with Fia Johan. Live from PersianMedium.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Persian Medium I Am Power
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello and welcome to Talking About Success. I'm your host, Jack Canfield. You may know me as the #1 success coach in America, co-author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, and also the Success Principles, how to get from where you are to where you want to be. And this show is a lot about helping you get from where you are now to where you want to be. We're going to help you do that today. I have a fabulous guest today with me, Fia Johansson. She is an amazing being who's going to share, I think, some powerful information that will transform your life with us today. She is an entrepreneur's coach of entrepreneurs, and also a keynote speaker. And those terms don't even begin to talk about the depth of who you are. So we'll unpack that a little bit. But welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. So tell us a bit about that. You know, you're a coach, you're a speaker. Tell us about yourself, some background perhaps, and a little bit about your work. Just get started.
After I got Master of Psychology, I asked myself, now what? Okay, you got Master of Psychology. You're in your practice 8 hours a day, and you're just listening to people who came in and just crying, feel anxious, not happy, not feeling okay, and always connected to themselves about their past, not looking forward for the future. Then how you can feel change this? Well, nobody teach us in high school and university what means conscious and subconscious. But I learned, and I felt, okay, you do have a Master of Psychology. You did a lot of businesses at the age of 22. So you know how to be or help all the entrepreneurs out there. And most of those amazing problems, they come from finance. Well, how can you help them to achieve faster? And instead, they're walking into your office and talk about, I can't do it, I'm not happy. They just focus on something that they can do it, and they will, and they are going to. And from there, I named myself Subconscious Mind Surgeon.
Subconscious Mind Surgeon.
How to hijack someone's subconscious mind, how to make him and her happier and healthier and wealthier about herself or himself, and how to make them to become successful. Just to know the secret between conscious and subconscious.
So let's unpack that for a minute, if you will. What is the secret to know between the conscious?
Well, what's happening in our life, who we are today, is all because of our subconscious. Mm-hmm. So how we attract things to ourselves? Because of our conscious. So if we consciously connecting to positivities, replace negative thought to positive thought. So subconsciously, we are attracting positivities, monies, energies, and people. You was the one that taught me in so many years how we can use our subconscious mind, our brain, to get what we want. Mm-hmm. So you've been my mentor for so many years, Jack.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. And I'm glad to have been your mentor. I think in many ways you've gone beyond me and some of your understandings of this work and your ability to assist people with that. But thank you for the compliment.
Absolutely. I read all your books, and I was amazed by each of them.
Thank you.
And you taught me a lot, and I found the secret in between conscious and subconscious, which after so many years, I'm teaching all my students, followers, fans, over 2 million followers, fans worldwide. And I'm talking about you so highly. And I'm telling them, just ask and receive. And they asking me, what do you mean ask? I said, well, Jack said ask and receive. Because he always says ask. Mm-hmm. Never just refuse to ask. And then they said, like, what is in between asking and receiving? And what is in between asking and subconscious mind? I said, well, you are asking. That means consciously you put yourself through on fear or no problem in whatsoever you can think in your business or in your private life. And subconsciously, when you are at sleep, your brain is starting to recognize, realize, and bring things to attention to universe. And the frequencies will bring everything back to your life.
Beautiful. Beautiful. It really is all about frequencies and vibration.
Absolutely. We are all based on energies. And you know that, Jack.
I do. When you're teaching your students, in addition to what you just said, are there other things you do to teach them to raise their vibration, raise their frequencies?
Exactly.
Can you share some of those?
Well, some people ask me, how can I do that? Well, like on the way here, I just put on the music. I'm so excited. So everybody was like, oh, I love this music and I'm excited. I got excited. Like, yes, like you guys, I mean, they can easily do with some memories, something that they make them to feel happy. Let's say that we do have like a bad day or something had happened last week. We are not feeling happy. I was like, you know what? Change it, replace it. It's all thought. To me, there's no such a thing as a bad thought and good thought. It's all thought. We are the producer of those thoughts. Mm-hmm. If I'm going to have a drama in my life, so I produce a drama and became a drama queen. If I want action, I produce action. If I want calmness and happiness, I produce calmness and happiness and family movies. So just do it the way that you want. And it's all thought. And that's what people kind of think of, you're right. Yeah, replace it. Positive thought. Because this is all your thought. You can change it in a second and minutes. And that's what they do.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, you and I are involved in a book together.
Yes, we do.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes, we do. I'm so excited. Good. Exactly. I'm so excited about that book. And I'm so happy to co-author together with you. Mm-hmm. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. And I still can't believe that I've been asked by you. And I'm just so grateful. So a lot of people ask me, what is all about? What is all about success? And they ask me what means that how you can easily, but very gradually and nicely succeed in what you want in your life. And it's all about strategy. What type of strategy of your life you have to choose or have in order to succeed. Mm-hmm. So Success Strategy book, for a lot of my students, followers, and fans, is going to be the biggest book ever. They're going to change their life, and I know they will, and I know it's going to.
How do you define success for you?
To me, success means when you are happy, when you find your happiness. Mm-hmm. Success means you do things that you love. You feel things that you love. You connect with things that you love. And to me, success divine with love.
Beautiful.
Divine love.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, you're a producer of a film called The Game Masters, which I'm really eager to see. Talk about the movie.
Well, it's all about sex trafficking, human sex trafficking, human traffickings, and it's telling what's happening around us, around countries, Middle Eastern and all other places. And that way, I would say I was very blessed to get connect with a lot of powerful people, police, law enforcement, who they would love to help me to bring it to a lot of people's attention, what's going on around us, around the world. And that taught me a lot, and I'm very happy and blessed that I could. And is still continuing, is still get going. We are going to have another movie which coming, and it's going to be almost continuing the same way, but we are going to let other people know about more political stuff, things which is behind and all the stuff. I know that there's a lot of people maybe not really like that when we poke them in the eyes, but we're just trying to show people what's going on around and what means human trafficking, what means when a woman, beautiful, gorgeous ladies who came from other countries without knowing what she's going, where she's going, how she's doing, and what happened to her, and what else is going to happen in the world. So there's a lot behind it.
What drew you into that project?
Well, as you know, I'm also medium, so basically this is my bonus. Mm. So I'm working with law enforcement, police officers, private investigators, and also intelligence services. So I saw a lot with my own eyes. I feel a lot with my own heart. And I felt I need to make a movie. Mm-hmm. I need to bring it to attention to other people as well. Mm-hmm. They need to know about it. And this is the truth, the real truths of everything that we have in a daily basis, but we have no idea if it's even exists or not. So that made me to feel that take an action, making movies, and let everybody knows about it.
So most people out there would say, oh, I see something, I'm going to make a movie. I mean, most people would feel overwhelmed by even committing to doing such a big thing.
It's hard. It's not easy. Making a movie is not easy.
Yeah.
Being a producer is not easy because you have to connect with a lot of people. And in Hollywood, well, as I always says, there is impossible Hollywood and impossible Hollywood. So you have to get connect with impossible, but to me, because I just choose the name as Impossible Hollywood, everything has to say yes, and they're gonna just go for it, and we are going to shake hands. But it was hard. It was not easy, and having the commitment to a lot of people, let them to commit with you, make their promises come around, and get things move on. It's just not easy. It wasn't easy, but I believe in one thing. If you want to do something, and if you do have enough belief in what you are doing and the message that you want to send to the world, then universe will help you no matter what. So that's what universe helped me. So I found most amazing actors and actress. I found amazing, basically investors, and I found amazing A-list actress who basically wanted and would love to get in touch and get in tune with it. And I love the way that they wanted to, kind of get engaged and shaking hand with me and just say, we are here, Fia. For whatever you are doing, we are here to support you.
Beautiful. Is the movie a drama or a documentary, or what's the...
It's drama.
Drama.
Yeah, action drama.
Very good. Well, good for you. That's impressive.
I have another things that coming up soon. Next movie. Maybe I should just make a movie of your life.
That's already been done.
Well, we can do another version.
Okay.
You just said that you birthed again about
that's true.
2 days ago.
I went through a very transformative experience just a week ago, and I feel very different. So maybe we'll make a movie about that.
Definitely. For sure.
I'm just wondering who you'll cast as me. That'll be interesting.
It's going to be, I'm so sure. I'm also working with a lot of charities, and I open my own charities because I believe through knowledge, people can understand themselves better. Mm-hmm. They can fool each other. They can hate each other. So basically, through knowledge, you can really find through yourself and build yourself up. So that's why I built my Cultivating Knowledge, charity or foundation, which is there's a lot of celebrities already been involved and helped me on that, and I'm very thankful and grateful for that as well. And also, I'm co-authoring book with Jiu-Jitsu master in United States. He was the one who basically brought Jiu-Jitsu to United States, or his family basically found the Jiu-Jitsu. And I have to take you there because you need to definitely train with Riga Machado. So he's trained all celebrities, A-list celebrities in Beverly Hills, and you name it, he's trained.
Wow, that's great.
And he's an awesome guy, like humble, like nice teddy bear, so kind in so many ways. And I know you're going to love him.
Oh, I look forward to that. That's exciting.
So yeah, would love to co-author with him and just like tell about his success stories, because it's amazed me. I mean, I cried when he started to tell about himself and telling what he did. I almost cried. I was like, wow, couldn't even believe that you went through all those things, and then wow, that's amazing success that you have, and all celebrities one after each other just like walk into his academy. It was like, wow, I'm amazed by you, man. What type of power you have? Tell me about your secret. And he always says, well, you know my secret, Fia? Subconscious mind, huh? He's funny.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful. There are so many stories that need to be told. So many people walking the planet who have these inspirational lives, and the people need more of that. I think we need a few less Transformer movies and a few more stories like that to really talk about true transformation.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Coming.
Yeah, good for
you. It's coming.
So, is there if you had like one main message for everyone out there, like, what would you say to them? What do you want to impart to people?
Well, there's two messages out there, basically. One of my most important message to you guys who basically wants to open new businesses, became an entrepreneur, and not knowing what to do. So find a good investors, find a good productive group of people. And number 3, just get into the market and nail it. And my second message, you already have a company and you are already successful, but you are tired and you don't know where to go and what to do because you just feel bored and you want to make more money, but not more money coming. Well, my advice is hire the coach and mentor, me and Jack. We know how to do to make you to feel fun, happy, and connected to yourself again. Because there's a lot of successful people already. They make, you guys make money. They make money. They do not have any problem of making money. But happiness, they do have issues with happiness. Mm-hmm. How they can connect with themselves, with their own soul. And how can I just feel satisfied? I feel satisfied when it comes to my family, when it comes to money, when it comes to my, 7 Ferraris, Lamborghinis, whatever. But I'm not still satisfied with myself. Well, we can help you guys to feel satisfied with your soul together with Jack.
Thank you. That's wonderful. Now, obviously, you have your book, you have your coaching programs, you do mediumship, all this stuff. If people want to get in touch with you to find out more, take advantage of what you have to offer, where do they go?
Well, I do have a very strong social media, Persian Medium. So it's very strong. It's over 1,300,000 followers, which I'm very grateful and happy for that. I have my Facebook, which is about 500,000 followers, which is I'm grateful and thankful for that. I have PersianMedium.com, which if you guys go to PersianMedium.com, they can get all the news worldwide. And some people, they want to just have some conversation with me kind of on the phone in a confidential way. They don't want to mention about their name. A lot of celebrities basically are communicating with me through that platform because they don't want to bring about their names or whatever it is. So it's Avid Advice, ABID advice.com. Is actually the secure and safe platform for all of you to just connect with me and ask me any questions from A to Z, and I'm here to help you out.
Beautiful. So now I understand you're working on another book too. Can you share with us what that is?
This is actually the book that I do with my husband. So me as a woman, he is a man. We are thinking how we are almost connecting with each other, like he's a pizza type of slide when it comes to his mind, his strategies, the feelings, or his life when it comes to the wife, to the kids, and everything. And I'm actually the sweet cake layers, which basically woman has life as a sweet cake, layers by layers by layers. But man has like a pizza sliders. Like, you know what, this is a slide of my life, which is my career. The another slide is actually, my wife, my kids, and my friends and other stuff. So, but through that book, we are going to share why a lot of men and women, after 5 years, after 6 years, they feel bored and they can't handle each other anymore, and there is no sweet love anymore in between them. And why men and women, after 6 and maybe 10 years, not understanding each other's or each other's language, and the sex life is not actually working. What's going on? The same chemistry was about 10 years ago is not even working anymore. So how you can hit this up with knowing how this pizza slide and the sweet cake layers work together.
That's beautiful. That's so good because the statistic is that 50% of all marriages end in divorce. So there's something in there about gluten-free. We won't go there, but we'll get
I love that. Actually, that's fantastic. I love it.
But I think it's going to be such a contribution to so many people. So I'm really happy you're doing that.
Oh, thank you.
What's your husband's name? Let's give him the
Rick.
Rick.
Yeah, right, Mr. Rick. So Rick is an amazing entrepreneur, fantastic dad, and amazing husband. And I mean it. I'm a busy woman, 24 hours and 7 days working with a million projects, but he is also doing the same things, but he's always there for our kids. We have 3 boys, 1 and 2.5, 5.5, and 7.5, as I remember. So, and they love him so much. And I'm so happy and lucky to have him as a husband because without him, I wouldn't really become a successful person today. Because when you have everything cozy and happy at home, kids is happy and they're connected to themselves, then make you to feel powerful to continue, encourage you to try to bring, money, love, passion, whatever they want in their life. But if he wasn't there, I wouldn't even do any of those because my mind couldn't even actually settle in one thing, focus on one thing, and I couldn't be a multitasker.
Beautiful. Well, good for him and good for you.
Thank you
I'm so happy. I'm looking forward to the book.
Absolutely, me too. Let's see if women gonna hate him or love him, or if men gonna love me or hate me. I don't know. Like, let's say we figure it out later on.
I'm sure we will. Great.
So let me ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Why you choose me to co-author with me?
I think you're an amazing being. You're one of the most fascinating people I've ever met. And I think you have deep, deep wisdom to impart with the world. And I want that wisdom out there. So anything I can do to support that and getting your message out, your energy out, having people realize you're a resource that's valuable, I would do that in a minute.
And by the way, I am also invited for 2 shows, like a reality shows, which is on their production already. Mm-hmm. Hopefully coming next year. And I would love to have you in one of my shows.
I would love to.
I can't wait.
My pleasure.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either. It's exciting.
It's super exciting.
Well, I just see you at the top of a cliff, just diving off into the space and doing like amazing things.
Yeah, exactly. Well, always my husband says when someone says no to you, you get more challenge. I says like, of course. Then never say no to me. So I was like, that's exactly what I say no to you because I know exactly how to challenge you. So no to me is all challenge. And challenge to me is happiness, love, and prosperity. And I think challenge means that change the directions, feel happy again, and find your niche. Just like, every each of us has some talent, but not every each of us knows exactly how to use this talent. And just tap into the abilities that you have that I always tell you guys. And I read all your books, and that's exactly what you says all the time. Find the real purpose of your life, and when you find the real purpose, then you know how to live. And that's exactly what I did. I found my purpose. My purpose is all about helping others, as you do.
Very true. Very true. Very true. Yeah. My purpose has always been inspiring and empowering people to live their highest vision. Exactly. The highest power, the divine energies, the divine love. And everything actually is possible with divine love. Everything. I think we'll end with that. That's a good statement. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
All right. So you heard it here. And it's all available to you. And you deserve it. And so there are many places to go to receive that. But this woman here is one of the great supporters of your evolution. And so it's like, think about this as we end this show, that so many times opportunities come in front of you to actually give you the very thing you're looking for. And sometimes we pass it up. So don't do that this time. Take advantage of what she has to offer you. So thanks for joining us. Remember, everything's possible with divine love. You are divine love. And we're all here together to serve each other. And so I hope tonight or today, whenever you're watching this, that you've been served by us. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week on Talking About Success.
I'm so excited. I waited forever.
Oh, I'm so excited to have you, Kathy. Thank you so much. So, my love, ask me a question. What you have in your beautiful mind, I'm trying to get and I can channel you and feel the sense and give you the answer that you need. Go ahead, sweetie.
Are you a medium? Can you connect with my mom, Pat, in 2017? Can you connect with her?
Oh, my God, yes. Actually, I get a lot of connection right now. I feel some sort of, I have a warm, strong feelings right now through my neck and my head and a little back pain. How she passed and what happened to her?
She died of brain cancer.
Oh, wow. That was the brain cancer. That's why I got headache. Okay.
Yeah.
So I could feel the pressure and I could feel the not feeling good in the head. Okay.
Yeah.
That explains it. That she's also trying to gave me some sign, and this sign is all about cooking and some food, something that she basically always wanted or loved it, or something that actually she was always connected to. Okay?
Yeah, cooking.
So,
She was a really good cook. I loved her cooking, and I miss it now.
awesome. She remind me also about some necklace or maybe some jewelry that maybe belonged to her.
The wedding rings. My mom and dad's wedding rings. Can you ask my mom if my house will be mine?
She said yes. She said yes. She actually gave you two answers. She said actually two times yes to you. So that means that everything will go the way as you wish.
I don't need to worry about moving again. This house will be
no
mine.
No worriness at all. No worriness, no red flags. Your mom shows smile, biggest smile with happiness and prosperity. No problem on money side. No problem on the physical or emotional side. And even actually, invited you to that jewelry. So that means that you have everything under control. Great.
Tell my mom that I miss her and I love her. I love her so much.
She wanted you to have your main focus on yourself and on your health again, and start thinking about yourself and love yourself more than anybody else. She misses you too. She's so proud of you, Kathy. She's so proud of you.
Welcome to Avid Awakening, a beautiful, gorgeous wellness center who will adjust you mentally, emotionally, and physically. Also, it will help you to manifest your finance, anything and everything you desire for. This place is a very beautiful place which is located in Corona Del Mar. So please book your appointment today.
Listening to A1R Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, enlightening television. Welcome.
And now, Australia's Psychic Cowgirl with Tanya Reid. Live from AustraliaPsychicCowgirl.com.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/Psychic Radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Australia's Psychic Cowgirl
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
G'day, Tanya Reid, Australia's Psychic Cowgirl, coming at you from Sunday Creek here in country Victoria, Australia. I hope everyone's been having a great week. It's amazing how fast the time goes, even though we're coming out of lockdown for us over at this part of the world. Time is still flying. So, yeah. Touching base today, before I start my reading, I just thought I'd touch on energetically how things are feeling for everybody, and to really ask the question if you found that there's things coming up for you personally. For me, I see a lot of opportunities around at the moment for people to really delve into looking at almost like looking inwards or looking within. So checking on things like our inner child and connecting with that childlike sense of fun and wonder that we all have. And just a reminder to check in on how your inner child is going, because we all do have an inner child. It's often a neglected part of us. We had a conversation this morning on a show about, how important that inner child is, and that little person that's within us all, and how sometimes the attention needs to go to that inner child that is part of or makes up part of who we are. So the way to do this, if you're a bit unsure, is to do some fun childlike things. So it might be go to the playground and get on the swing, or go outside in nature, or just do something that reminds you of, childhood, and not taking things too seriously, because we often as humans or adults, we tend to get very serious in what we're thinking. So it's important to go, we're going to have a little bit of fun as well. So I just wanted to remind you, and also remind me, that sometimes it's important to bring out that sense of fun and wonder in life, and that's what allows us to connect to that creative side. And I love being creative. I think it's a part of life for all of us. It doesn't matter what aspect you find personally is your creative connection. Also, when we delve into the deep, I suppose, into our psyche, or into the innate humans that we are, it is looking at what's mirroring us or mirroring for us at this point in time. So if you're finding there are things coming up that might not sit comfortably with you, and sometimes this can be around friendships or relationships, or just things in general that you're finding might come up and be little reminders that we need to look within. So sometimes if things are going a little bit haywire, or we're not in alignment with what's happening around us, then we need to look at where is it a reflection within us, because basically what we attract to us is often the lesson around us, and that's often the guidance that we need to go, okay, why is this happening? What is the change here, and how am I going to relate to making some personal changes? Because we can all change and grow, and I honestly feel that's part of our human existence, is we never fully get it 100%. But we can improve on our plans, and we can do some personal development that doesn't necessarily mean going to somebody else, but to actually just take the time to look within and to check in on our guidance. So sometimes it's just little things. I know for me, I had a breakthrough with one of my horses yesterday, and this horse has had a few back injuries, and not injuries, no, just issues, body work issues, and had bucked me off a little while back. And I'm not young anymore, as in coming off isn't favourable, and you do get sore, so it makes you a little bit reluctant to jump back in there and set yourself up for falling off again. But I just sort of connected in with him, and he was showing me that it was okay. So I really had to surrender to that and go, okay, I know I can do it, but I just need to get the confidence and, have that trust and faith. So yesterday we had a major breakthrough, which was absolutely awesome, and really made a big difference. We were able to sort of connect and do some cantering and pick up the pace, which we haven't been able to do for a little while. So I was pretty happy with that, and I really felt great afterwards. It was really empowering. So I kind of feel like energetically that's what we're being asked to do at the moment, is to step up and really look at things that need work for yourself, And these are things internally. Is it your thoughts? What are you attracting to you that, just isn't for your highest good? So, sometimes it's about being mindful of what we're thinking about, where those thoughts are taking us, and are they giving us a lift or are they dragging us down? And, if they are dragging us down, then be aware of it and be mindful of it. And even if you have to do some writing on it, really delve deep into just those aspects. It really is a helpful way to get through situations. All right, I'm going to go on to that's my insights for today. So I'm going to go on to my caller today, Rebecca from Sydney. I've got a fellow Aussie. G'day, Rebecca. How are you?
Good, thank you.
That's good. I don't often get to hear another Aussie accent. Yay, I'm excited. How are you today?
Yeah, good, thanks.
That's awesome. All right. And you'll be coming out of lockdown as well. I think you guys are the same as us here in Victoria in the lifting of the stages, I believe. Would that be right?
Yeah, a little bit. Still feels a bit,
slowly.
I don't know, a bit weird.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've all been on such high alert and so vigilant. It's almost like we're a bit, it's almost like, you've been the dog on the chain for a while. Now you're allowed to be free. And it's a little bit like, oh my God, I've got to take that step. And the dynamics have changed and there's still that aspect that we're conscious of, but we still, need to, I suppose, try and get some normality back. Now, Rebecca, can I ask you,
I think more people around us are being conscious of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that, and I think if people that are compromised be aware of not jumping back in too quick, I think that will help us to keep our numbers down, which sounds good. Can I ask, is your mum in spirit? Because I've got a lady coming in for you, just as far as connection goes.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, okay, because I just wanted to, it's like she jumped in to go, I'm here. And I do want to say the way she's showing me is like you are aware of her being around. So it's a little bit like she gives you the signs and I feel like you connect in with her because it's almost like she's showing me it's not new for you to connect with her.
No, not really, no.
Yeah, beautiful. Because it's like she's supporting you. Okay, she's supporting you at the moment where there's a transition happening or there's something where I'm just getting clear what she's showing me. I feel like I want to say from her aspect, it's like it's about time she's finally doing what she's meant to be doing. So is this in regards to career? Are you swapping over, doing something different?
No, not really at the moment, no.
Okay, well, where does the change fit? Because it's like she's showing me you're making a change or something that's coming through that you've been thinking about or it's been on the cards, but it's finally happening.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Let's go
not
there
really,
then.
yeah.
What's Mum showing me? Okay. Well, with the cross, it's almost like there's something around stepping up. So, if I go to what you're doing for a job at the moment, have you been doing the same thing for a while? And are you in some kind of service area? Because I see you're helping people.
Yes, I have been, but just voluntary.
Yep. Okay. Because it's like you're stepping up into something. So when Mum shows me this, it's like I'm finally going to be doing what it is. It's almost like there's a calling for you in what you're doing. So it's like I'm stepping into something that I've kind of had at the back of my mind for a little while, and it's like she's excited about it. So that's how she's showing me. She's coming through excited. Now, where do the children fit as well for you?
Sorry, where do
the children fit? So it's like she's bringing in children as well. There's a reference to 2 children.
I have one.
Okay.
Not sure about 2.
So,
yeah.
Okay, all right. So we've got 1 at this point in time because I feel like she's referencing 2. All
Okay.
right. So the change. So I feel like predominantly what she's showing me is around career, but there's like amongst that, there's a big shift within you. So have you made choices this year whereby I'm bringing about changes compared to where you were last year?
As far as career goes,
I feel like everything. Have you moved?
no, not recently, no.
Okay. So because
Yeah.
it just feels like it's a really strong thing that she's coming in to go, there's change around you.
Okay.
So
No,
if you're
not
not aware of
that
it,
I can see. Yeah.
yeah. It's almost like if you're not aware of it, it's going to happen. So sometimes spirit can come through and show us something that, this is the potential of this. And it's almost like I feel like I
Okay.
have to tell you that because it's like be prepared and it's going to be a good change. So I do feel a bit like I've been stuck in
Okay.
a bit of the same routine for a while. And it's almost like we need to look at things a little bit differently. Now, I
Okay.
am running out of time. Was there anything you want me to quickly cover before we run out of time totally?
No, I was actually just hoping to connect with my mum, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like she's definitely around you, and I
Yeah.
feel like for her, with signs, it's like getting outside. I feel like I'm connecting with, um, I'm in the garden, is what she's showing me. I'm amongst trees, but it's like very relevant to her. And she also wants to extend a thank you to you because there's something about honouring her memory that specifically you've done. So not so much anyone else in the family, but there's something that you've done she wants to acknowledge and say thank you for.
Okay.
Okay, and there's
Oh, I don't
also a
know what that is.
gratefulness. All right. Well, it's just like there's something I don't know whether you plan something to commemorate her life or something. There's something around her acknowledging, saying thank you. Sometimes these things will come to you as we get off the call, but she really wants to step
Yeah.
up with this. And it's also, she is guiding you, and I want to go to lights flicking on and off because it's like she's saying, I'm here, and I feel like things are, like I'm playing with electrical things. So look out for that if you haven't already noticed.
That'd be her.
As a
Yep.
reassurance. Yeah. Yeah, she's a great character. Like, cheers, I want to say too. All right, I am running out of time. Please feel free to message me on Australia's Psychic Cowgirl page, and I can delve in with some more info for Mum for you, no problems at all. Thank you so much for connecting.
Welcome back to the Global Entrepreneurship Initiative. I'm excited to introduce our next speaker, Ms. Thea Johansson, who's better known as the Persian medium and subconscious mind surgeon. She's a multi-talented motivational speaker, clinical hypnotherapist, and celebrity psychic medium. An author who works closely with law enforcement to help locate missing people and solve difficult criminal cases with detectives and as well as private investigators. Throughout her career, she's helped thousands of people identify personal roadblocks to help them truly believe in their own path to success, whatever that dream may be. Her greatest passion in life is helping others achieve their ultimate dreams and desires, teaching people to believe that truly anything is possible. Please help me welcome to the stage.
Well, hello everyone. I love the spirit in this room. Really, I do. You guys having amazing spirits, which actually helping the millions of people so far. As Nick said, my name is Thea Johansson. I'm a medium and subconscious mind surgeon. I will share a couple of my stories of my life, which both kind of funny, at the same time a little bit hurtful, but good to know about how the medium could feel sense as a person. I was at the age of 7.5 when I found that I have some sort of power. Of course, first it was kind of odd, a little bit difficult to understand myself, and I kind of like felt something is not correct with me because I could see, feel, and sense things before things happen. I went to my mom and asked, "What's wrong with me?" "Nothing, you're good." "Should I take you to the doctor?" "No, I don't know, but I can feel and sense that something crazy is going to happen to my grandma, example. Something is going to happen to my uncle, and all this stuff." However, they're trying to tell me to don't say anybody when you feel and sense something bad is going to happen to them, because I don't wanted them to be scared and see that we should not be even near them. So, okay, at the age of 7.5, I should just like not saying anything and just relax. At the age of 11, I found one of the most hurtful untruths about my life, which was completely true. I found out that my grandma, who actually I knew and I felt as a mom, is just my grandma and not my mom. My grandpa was my grandpa and not my father. My uncles, they never been my brothers and they've been just my uncles. And my mom, not ever been my sister, and she always been my mother. But this truth been always held and hidden by my family until my grandma passed away. Before that, I had a life as a princess, spoiled completely, and they would definitely give me anything and everything what I want. After she passed, I figured I don't have anyone anymore. My mom is too young. I don't have no feelings as a daughter and mother connection. I feel completely lost, and I found myself, what should I do now? I do have some gift that could help me so far, but should I just like push myself down and see that, oh, this is a trauma, I have to just like be depressed, now I lost this and that, and I found the truth about my life? And I found about my father. Who is my father? Somebody. Where is he? Another country. Okay. I tell myself, get up, stop it right now. It doesn't matter which family you had. It doesn't matter what they told you. It doesn't matter what happened. What it matters right now is to open the new chapter in your life. And I was completely left alone by myself without anybody to take care of myself. At the age of 14, I asked my uncle, who left Iran to Stockholm, Sweden, if there is possibility to take me there. He said, maybe or maybe not, but I would do my best. 3 months later, I felt and I sensed I will be there. I'm not belonging to this country anymore, and I don't want to. I went to Sweden, Stockholm, and waited that my uncle was going to come and pick me up. Nobody showed up. Gosh! Again, I'm here. My uncle is not here. And I don't even know that language. I couldn't speak English. Nothing. Okay. Then, Miss Fia, you are here with nobody again. So what happened? I tell myself, you are deaf and you are blind. Deaf and blind. What a deaf and blind person can do? I can't talk to anybody. I can't see anything, but I have to activate some other power inside of my body again at the age of 14. So I try to communicate with people, try to talk or communicate with some officers and ask about, like, where am I? I know that I'm in Stockholm, but I don't even know where to go. So basically, I found some hotel and stay there and just like think about like what happened with my uncle. So I found out that he had a car crash almost a couple of hours before that he went to come and pick me up. So they take 1 month for me and for him to recover, to come out after coma and come and find me. So in 1 month, I was left over in a country with the minus 30 degrees. I mean it, minus 30 degrees. And I'm not joking. I could feel that I can breathe sometimes, but I would have a lot of, ice in my nose and my ears and everything. Whatever I felt, you know what? Fia, you do have a power. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Feel the new chapter again. This is your second chapter in another country. So I prayed, I connect to my divine, I sense, and all of a sudden, 3 families, without even knowing who they are, what they are up to, they reach out to me out of nowhere. How? I went out to the Starbucks, but basically there is no Starbucks. It's something, look like or similar to Starbucks, and saw some lady that's sitting there and crying. I went and said, well, I can't speak. What should I say? Okay, the only things that I can do is a love language. Maybe I should hug her. Maybe I should just like say, I'm here. And it was a Swedish girl, of course, blondie, and I'm kind of like a black hair. Well, that maybe she's gonna get scared a little bit. But I says like, don't worry about it. Just go and get it done. So I did that, and she hugged me so hard. Was like, what's going on? What's happened to you? We're starting to talk. I couldn't understand, barely nothing. Swedish language? Come on, guys. You guys don't want to learn. It's very difficult and very hard. I said, okay, let's just continue and continue. I felt and see that she lost the baby, or actually the baby was missed in the past of almost 4 years. And she basically went to the family and asked questions about like, where can I go? How can I find? Because it was in another state, and they come back to the Stockholm, and then she all of a sudden just break down. I said, I can help you. I feel where the baby is, or somehow I can see the baby. They didn't understand what I'm saying. I was like, oh my gosh, what should I say? It's like translating. I do remember that day. So basically, after almost 2 hours, some Persian family, they could actually speak my language, finally Persian, so they could understand exactly what I'm talking, because they've been closest friends to that Swedish family. My career started at the age of 14 in Stockholm. Just 2 months after, I landed in this minus 30 degrees of country. So my point is, whatever I had in my life, I always been thankful and grateful. I never said why I don't. I never said why me. I never said how. I always say, come on, get up, find a way, go. That's it. So never give up. And I always learn myself, don't be logic, be biologic. Because that's the only way you can feel and sense yourself and others. Always send love and receive love. Never give up about your goals. And of course, the first month, because I did not have enough money, I left with almost 120 crackers and waters. And it's possible. As a human, you can live with 120 crackers and water every day, which I did because I did not have money, no place to go, countries with no language. Then after that, I felt like I have to build my company. I built my company almost 3 years later. It was about like $4.5 million company with almost 55 Swedish employees. And what I did that, not just helping police officers and private investigators and all this stuff. I did this because I felt that Swedish people rejected me one after each other. Why? Because I'm from another country. I said, you know what? I make a decision now. I am going to build my own company, and you are going to pick me to hire you. This is me now, Thea Johansson. So now I'm not going to be a blondie lady, but I'm going to be the black hair lady with a lot of power and deal. So my deal cover make my company became super successful back in Stockholm. Almost 8 years ago, I felt that I have to move to America. I find my love of my life. And when I come here, I thought, okay, you left your country, the way that you love, basically after so many years, and now you want to just start from scratch. So I knew about 5 languages already, but my English was not good at all. So I couldn't barely speak English. I was like, okay, start it again, Miss Via. Now this time, maybe English is much easier than and faster than Swedish. So that was all I had. And now I have over $5.5 million, almost $6 million company, and actually have over 250 employees worldwide that work in America. So everything